Hi guys, Nyesha here from Nyesha Keys, and today I'm bringing you another video from my beginner series for playing the keyboard. Um, this is actually the second video in this series, and if you haven't watched the first one, I highly recommend that you give it a go. Link is in the description below. If you need the notes to this series, they will be available on my website. That's www.nyeshakeys.com. All right, so let's get right into it. Today we'll be looking at notes. Before I look at that, actually, I think I should quickly talk about patterns in music. So in music, there are a lot of patterns that exist. I'm not going to talk about the details of the patterns themselves, but maybe the importance of them. So, for instance, if you've got a pattern 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? If someone gives you this sequence of numbers and asks you to continue, you will most probably give them a 12, a 14, a 16, an 18, a 20, and that is because you understand the rules around making this pattern of numbers, right? If someone gives you 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, you immediately see that there's a repetition that's happening, and then you're just gonna come in and finish it off with a 2, with 3, a 2, and a 3, right? So it's because you understand these rules that you can actually be confident to manipulate the patterns, move around the keyboard, and it makes you just flexible, right? So watch out for patterns in music. This is just a general tip. Watch out for patterns in music. So just once you identify them, makes your life easier. The first thing you observe when you get to a keyboard is that there are two colors, black and white. Again, this is for the absolute beginner. These black and white things are called keys, right? So you've got black keys and you've got white keys, right? Hence the name keyboard, because we use keys, right? Now, the black keys, when pressed, produce a sound. So you've got, so the keyboard is played by pressing the keys, right? When you press the white keys, a sound is produced. Press the black keys, a sound is also produced. Okay, so those are your black and white keys. The black keys seem to be grouped in groups of 2 and 3. So you've got 2 black keys that are close to each other, a bit of a space, 3 black keys, bit of a space, then 2, then 3, then 2, then 3. So it's a bit of a pattern that we're seeing here. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and it goes on. Right? Let me just get rid of these white. Right. We also observe that after the 3 black keys, it goes back to the 2 black keys. So it seems as if this can be grouped together, right? So these 5, right? Because 2 plus 3 is 5, right? These 5 can be seen to be repeating. So it looks like it comes from here, then it repeats here, then it repeats here, then it repeats here. So it looks like then got these 5, 5, and it goes on, right? Which it may be good to start thinking that these parts, this whole, so it means this section here, right, comes in and then it repeats, and then you've got this section here which comes in and then repeats, and then this section here which then repeats, right? So we've got here this pattern, and we've got the element of repetition. And these are just observations we're making about the keyboard, right? Before we start playing it, we just look at it and we start observing these patterns and these things that are happening, right? Now that we've observed how these keys are arranged, we're going to start to name them. Okay. But before we can do that, I'm going to quickly talk about the musical alphabet. Now, the musical alphabet consists of 7 letters. These letters have been borrowed from the English alphabet, right? So the first 7 letters of the English alphabet, which is A, B, C, D, E, and F, or and G actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. The first 7 letters of the English alphabet form the musical alphabet, right? So you won't find H, I, J, K, L, M. All this is not there. It is just these 7 letters. Then the next thing we'll look at is how to identify the notes. Okay, and the answer to that is use black notes as landmarks. Okay, use the black notes as the landmarks. So here's how it works. You take these 2 black notes. These are black notes. If you take these 2 black notes, the note that is at the left, so the white note at the left of the 2 black notes is a C. Alright? So let's look at that. Black notes, C. Black notes, C. Black notes, C. Black notes, C. Okay? That's a really nice and easy way to always be able to find a C. You know that you've got 2 black notes, you've got a C. 2 black notes, you've got a C towards the left. Then you've got a C, then you've got a C. Right? Another landmark you could use are the 3 black notes. So by landmark, I just mean clues or reference points. Right? Another landmark you can use are the 3 black notes, and you know that to the left of the 3 black notes, you've got an F. Right? So that would be 3 black notes, left, F. 3 black notes, left, F. 3 black notes, left, F. F. Okay? These are enough. Those are the 2 landmarks you can use. Actually, 1 landmark is enough, because then the rest becomes fill in the blank. Okay, so let's do that. If this is C, so I'm just going to quickly write here. If this is C, this is F, then this is C, then this is F, and this is C, then this is F, and this is C, then this is F, and this is C. Okay, C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, C, right? The rest becomes fill in the blank, pretty much. Okay, so if this is C, and we're going up the musical alphabet, this will then be D, this will be E, and then the next one will be F. Okay, and then G. After G, we restart. So we've got an A, then we've got a B, and then we've got a C. Then we've got D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, and that is how you identify the white notes on a keyboard. Okay, so in the second part of this lesson, I'll be looking at identifying the black keys on a keyboard, right? So each black key is surrounded by 2 white keys. So if you've got a black key, let me draw a black key here. Every black key has got 2 white keys that are there next to it. So for instance, this black key has got a C and a D that surround it. So C is towards the left, D is towards the right, right? This black key has got two white keys, neighboring keys, right? D and E. Right? This one has got F and G, and so on. So for instance, this one has got G and A, right? So here is how you name black keys. So the names of black keys are based on the neighboring white keys. And so for us to identify them, we use two types of names. The first type is sharp, and the second type is flat. Okay. So the black keys are either a sharp or a flat. And you understand this when I give some examples. So let's take this black key for instance. Here we've got a C, there we've got a D, and this is the key. So C and D, and that is the key in question. There we go. That is the key we want to know. What's the name of that key? This key here can have two names based on the fact that it's surrounded by two white keys. The first name can be C sharp. So this can be called C sharp, or it can be called D flat. So sharps, the symbol for sharp is that, the symbol for flat is that. Okay, so we've got C sharp or D flat. What do these two things mean? So when we say to sharpen something, to give a higher pitch. So we say a sound is sharper when it's got a higher pitch, right? So what this means is that this note is sharper than this one. So as a general rule of thumb on the keyboard, as you move from left to right, sounds get sharper. And as you move from right to left, sound gets flatter. This is just a general rule. So what that means is, as you move this way, it's getting sharper or higher pitched, because we're talking about pitch. You move this way, it gets flatter or a lower pitch, right? And now when you talk about this black note, we look at the surrounding white notes. If you look at C, if you move up or move sharper, then it's called C sharp. So this black note would then be called C sharp. And if you play C, sharp, you can see that this note is slightly higher in pitch than this one. So for instance, C sharp, there we go. So it's slightly higher in pitch, hence the name C sharp. C sharp. Can also be called D flat, which flat means a bit lower in pitch. So if you've got a D, flatten it, D flat, you can see that this note, same note, has got a slightly lower pitch than D, and therefore this note has got two names. It can be called C sharp or it can be called D flat. Let's look at another example. Let's look at the note let's look at this note here, right? That note can have two names. The first, to identify it, we need to look at the neighboring white notes. So we've got an F and a G. If it's slightly higher than F, we call it an F sharp. Slightly lower pitched than G, call it a G flat. Okay, so F sharp is the same as G flat. Okay, so before you progress to the next lesson, here are a couple of things that you need to do. Well, you need to make sure you can do these things. One, make sure you can identify the notes. Okay, this may take a while to get to, right? But if you're at a place where you can identify the notes, then you're ready for the next lesson. Okay, so and which are these notes? I'm gonna quickly list them out. That is C, C sharp, D, E, F, F sharp, G. Actually, let me write them this way. Write them this way. Write them this way. That is C, C sharp. Actually, let me write them as D. That is C, D. No, actually, let me write them like this. That is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. These are all the white notes. Be able to identify them without having things written on your keyboard, right? Just be able to say which one is a C, then you identify it. Which one's a D, you'll be able to press the D. Which one's an E, you'll be able to press an E. An F, you should be able to do that. It may take you a little bit of a while to get comfortable with it, that's all right. But as long as you get there, that's the important part. And then C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. So these are the black notes, right? Or as they can also be called, D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. Okay, so these are your black notes, black notes, black notes, right? And these are your white notes. I'll just put circles there. Okay, so these are, so just being able to identify them. So if someone says play a G sharp note, play an E note, play an A note, play a C sharp note.